You have. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Kim.
Well, hello, Kim. I'm Sal, aka the King, aka Justomania Chairman. Alright.
The Chancellor.
I'm eating. Leave me alone. Fuck off.
That's fair.
This is hope. Yeah. Bonds. Bye.
Jeez.
Just look at these mitts and these nachos. He ain't stopping.
Damn, we might
Get
have
close
been
up on the
right
mouth. Somebody paid double for that.
The mountain coming in heat. Alright, okay, so
Some revenue from this too.
this is Irma.
Link your PayPal.
I'm chewing. Dharma.
Just audio recording though, right?
For hers, yeah.
This is only a voice recording.
Oh, okay.
Alright. We're 1 minute into our podcast. Today we're going to be talking about dating, relationships, online dating, all the above.
What about sex?
That's
Only if you want.
Only if you are willing to share.
Which we're all consent right now. Everyone is 18 and older.
Yes. Everything must be 18 or older to listen to this podcast.
Everything.
You're 21 and up, you can stay up with us.
Welcome to late night.
It is past midnight. It's almost 1 a.m. Only bad things happen after midnight.
So,
So,
fun thing happened.
so here we go. Let's start with
Are we trying to turn
the
on?
story. Who wants to go first?
Fonz, like, I didn't know
Wants to share
that.
your
Now, let me
I
unbutton
got
this
it.
some more.
Let me get into character.
I guess we can just talk about it.
Well, they know you're a feedie, so there you
And
go.
then we'll all just chime in.
Foodie.
A foodie.
Yeah.
All right. So first, we're gonna go and say who is in a relationship and who is single. Kimberly, are you single?
Pass.
Fuck you. You fucking know that answer. The world knows that answer. My vagina knows that answer too.
Sal.
I'm in a relationship.
How long in with whom?
Yeah, about 1.5 years with y'all's best friend April,
Nice.
aka the country queen of Justo.
The country queen. Okay.
You have like different queens for different regions.
Nah, this is it.
My country queen.
My
It's my
city
eyes,
queen.
my
city queen.
Highway.
Fun.
Yeah, what's up?
What's your current relationship status?
It's complicated.
Complicated.
No.
You wanna go? You wanna elaborate a little more on that, or pass?
I would like to think that I'm single, but I'm not.
Okay.
I have the single man mentality, but not the drive to go through with it. Because I'm in a relationship of 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Happy, but I would like to cheat, but I'm not going to.
All right.
What about you, Irma?
Irma, what's your current relationship status?
I'm single.
Okay. Are you ready to mingle?
Perhaps a dingo?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not single and I'm not taken.
You're in a relationship with yourself.
I'm in a relationship with Jesus. Y arreglo papeles.
Yeah.
All right.
Show me the card.
So, give us our
So-
first topic and lead us in.
All right. Let's talk about online dating.
Oh, God.
Try.
Hi. What do you guys think about online dating? Like a real talk.
Real talk, if you're able to hit somebody up online and they talk to you back for like a good hour, maybe keep going.
Okay. What about you, Ken?
I think that's how things are done now. I don't think people meet, like, organically anymore. It's all over the internet.
Yeah. I
It's
agree
never
with
like,
that.
here's my friend, maybe you two will hit it off.
Well,
And when it is, it's awkward.
yeah.
So at least if online dating, you have the option of who you're trying to.
Nah, man,
It's a
you
numbers
just
game.
passing out business cards.
Yeah, it's a
That
numbers
too.
game. You're playing the odds.
You get your
basically.
99 slaps.
So if you like gambling, online dating's the thing for you.
Online gambling. Yes. And Gamblers Anonymous.
What about you? Are you the online dating queen here?
I have gone on a couple dates. Not gonna lie.
Couple dozen.
It's fun, you know, when you meet the right people. You always have to be aware of who the creeps are and who are the legit people. You never want to get catfished because that's horrible. I personally felt like I have never actually been catfished, but I've been lied to. A lot of the people that I've met online have always lied about being in a relationship or being currently in a relationship, currently having some type of attachment to that relationship, like having kids. And the most recent one that I've had that happened was a guy who was really wanting to, like, you know, hit off stuff, like, you know, try to date and everything. And so the story goes, I would tell you, I will share this.
Okay.
Hey, I'm filming.
So
I have an
this
excuse
guy,
now.
So this guy,
Nothing?
yeah, let me take this shot real quick.
Thank you.
It keeps you warm, doesn't it?
She's all sweating.
She's like unnaturally hot.
So this particular person, we were talking, and you know, he was a really nice guy and everything, and he seemed like he had his life together, and he worked a lot. So that was kind of like the only thing that, you know, that didn't give us the opportunity to actually meet in person. But we chatted very often, and this guy, you know, he told me his name was Andrew, and you know, and then from that point on, like, we set up a date. We were gonna meet up, and then the date comes around that week that he was supposed to meet me on his day off, supposedly, and then, like, I didn't hear from him again. So basically, I felt like I got ghosted. A month later, he messages me again. He's like, "Hey, what's up?" And it was like, "Okay, well, you know, what's up?" And he's like, "Well, are you still interested? Do you still want to meet up? Blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Well, if you're being for real, like, if you really are willing to put the work in, then yeah, like, let's meet up." So, during that time frame, which is a side story, during the time frame, I tend to post a lot of my social media only on Instagram. And I noticed that for the past 3 years, there was a business account that was following me, and that business account ended up being the Sancha of my, like, sister's ex guy. And so she had been following me and stalking me for, like, I don't know how long. And when I got upset about it, so I deleted her. And then I was going through my friends list and looking to see who else was on my friends list that I didn't know or that was kind of suspicious. And what ended up happening is that he popped up on my suggested friends, and I said, "Oh, that's the guy that I'm talking to." So I put on my little investigator hat, and I began to search. I searched him up on Facebook, and his actual name was, like, his name showed up different. And when I looked at it, it said that he was currently in a relationship. But the most fucked up part was that this man was disabled and he was in a wheelchair. And so I was all kinds of fucked up. Got me all kinds of fucked up. I text Kim and I'm like, "Kim, what the fuck?" And and so I told her, you know, it's kind of fucked up how, you know, the being disabled part, like, you know, like, can't help that or whatever, but you can't be a liar too. You can't be lying about, you know, being in a relationship and trying to get out of it, whatever.
But
So
that's
my
a risk
thing
you
is-
take.
Yeah. And so the thing is that, like, I told him, I was like, "Dude, like, when were you gonna tell me the truth about everything, you know?" And it turns out that he was just, you know,
I will make some more.
he was just sad about his relationship. He was trying to,
Remember
like,
the camera.
not be with the
Can you
girl
record
that he
him?
was with.
Yeah.
And turns
who am I
out
recording?
that you know, like, I basically told him, I was like, "Dude, before you even start anything with anybody else, like, just end whatever you're doing, you're currently with right now." And so this brought me to the conclusion that you know, you really don't, like, what you see out there on social media and what you see on online dating is basically what people want you to see. And deep down, you don't really know, you know, what they're dealing with or who they are or what they're about until you actually get to meet them in person and, like, have a relationship. So it's kind of really fucked up how nowadays our society is dating now, the dating life is so crazy. How you're meeting strangers online, and then you don't really even know like what they're about. So it's kind of scary.
So what's your experience?
Mine?
Yeah, I know.
Mine?
I know you've online dated.
Mine, I've online
Yeah,
dated.
turn the camera.
Oh, sorry. Here. Whoever.
Just
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't
selfie
know.
it.
Oh, you can, I don't know.
What
I don't know how to use it.
All right.
that
Oh,
one.
go ahead.
I don't like online
Wait, what is it?
dating. The only reason I tried it because it's convenient for me.
Okay.
So, I mean, I would like to meet someone who's like, hey, hey, what's up? See before it goes there, like how it used to.
Yeah.
But the online dating, I guess, that I have is like, it's just been really bad experiences. One, because y'all met one, Mark.
Oh, he was a sweetheart.
He was the best guy
Stop.
ever.
Don't even start.
He was the best guy ever.
Yeah, so almost
When I
Mark.
first saw him, I was like, damn, dude, like, he puts me to shame.
Why?
We're like,
Yeah, it's
damn.
like, I can't compete with Mark.
Shut
Have
up.
you seen him?
He's.
Grade A. Grade A.
I can't click my
Nice.
toes.
Kobe beef.
No.
Not even prime
A1
choice.
sauce.
Not Kobe beef.
Nice.
Besides Mark, I mean, there's other people, but there's just like a swipe and go. I mean,
So what was so wrong about Mark? If you don't ask me, like, if you don't mind me asking, like, was it the
oh, no,
attraction?
I don't mind. So the thing that I didn't like about Mark is
He was just too big.
He was just too much of a beefcake.
no.
You were scared he was gonna cheat on you or what with all these chicks?
No, stop.
Okay, I'll stop.
So the thing that I didn't like about Mark was that he was nice. He's a nice person.
Yeah, I agree.
But the thing is that like, we just didn't really connect.
Yeah,
That's
So there's
that's
no
what
spark.
happens.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
this is general.
yeah, like there's nothing wrong
like, no,
with him.
and and there's nothing wrong with him, but it's just that
He's just not the right one
we
for you.
didn't- Yeah, we
There's
didn't
no
connect.
attraction.
Yeah.
Like he could be here like how it was the last time, and just hang out as friends or anything like that. But attraction wise, no.
So
Or like, I mean, attraction, no. And then having that level, it wasn't there. And I know, like, because he wanted to, he kept emphasizing on that. I'm like, dude, we just met. What do you expect? Yeah, that's why I really didn't like him.
So what's ideal for you then? If you were to, because it's convenient for you.
Are we talking about
What's
Joel?
up? No, we're talking about
No,
Mark. Mark the beefcake. 100% prime
apparently
beef.
wants to be the beefcake. He's
So
grade A,
what would
Kobe
like?
beef.
I guess in general, what would be an ideal scenario for you? Like meeting someone online. Like what looks like ideal?
Honestly, I really don't want to meet anybody online. I think that's why it hasn't worked for me.
So you
Oh.
rather meet someone like, oh, here's
Yeah,
my friend
I'd
and
rather
a
meet
friend.
like face.
I'd rather meet somebody on the side of the road driving next to me.
And then you will be
Shut
in a
up.
ditch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then we'll find you.
that could have happened.
So you rather meet someone in person?
I honestly, I would meet.
Well, we have this friend named Mark.
Cute.
He's a beef.
He's a beefcake.
But
He's
yeah, like I've tried the the free ones, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I don't want to pay.
yeah.
And then now this whole like Facebook
God
thing.
damn it! Stop.
What?
High five.
You're so stupid.
What?
His face, he's like listening to you. He's all,
Ooh.
Stop.
Fucking stop.
You're
Like
so.
the online the dating thing on Facebook, I like recently found it and I was like, let me try whatever.
Yeah.
Anything for Facebook?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, we'll
Yes.
show you.
Yeah. And
Don't
like,
worry, I'm already on it.
and honestly, it's okay, but it's nothing where you can just like meet somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's really a lot of young people.
I said, did you go to Judson?
No,
So, so for y'all that don't know about Facebook, this is literally what it is. As you can
Yeah.
see, I have 30 matches. If this thing would focus, and I have 2 people that like me. Let's see my fucking
Let's
messages who I've responded to. All one of them. Let's see. All of these dudes. And I haven't responded to any of them. So hence to say I'm a bad dater.
So yeah, so that's why I feel like it's just not working.
That one's literally throwing a net in the water and looking for all like the little minnows.
The Facebook?
Yes.
Yeah.
See, there's like a bunch. There's like this one.
Yeah, give us an example.
Ooh, swipe right.
Stop. Yeah, you put a heart or you don't.
Oh no.
This one?
I don't
He's
know. I'm
33.
Oh, sorry. Here, that's your gig.
This is my show.
I got the shaky hands.
But yeah, so see, like there's these kind of people.
Yeah. So
The
you
average-
Anyways, but like, look, I don't
How-
take offense to it, or because I don't know, I can't do online dating for some reason.
no, that makes sense.
Yeah, I just.
You're old fashioned.
Yes.
You need to meet somebody's homeboy.
Yeah.
That
See, what you need to
that's
do is you guys are approaching online dating all wrong.
Like,
You go on these dates or whatever, with whoever,
Is there an
whatever,
equation?
and then eventually they'll be like, "Hey, there's a party or something." That's when you're like, "All right, go," and then you ditch whoever you came with
Okay.
and get with someone there because the attractiveness at the party is bound to be better than, or at least someone in the vicinity of the person that's looking to the party.
I don't know. I've been to parties here and it was pretty bleak.
Yeah, but
Hey,
did you come with somebody or did you come with friends?
No, I came with friends.
See, there's a
There you
difference. You got to go separated from your friend pool. And I take offense to that. I think I'm actually decent.
But you're with someone, so you're
So?
like you're blacklisted.
yes, it
to a
happens.
degree.
Yeah.
Like, I'll hold your hand.
You're like, I'll help you get some stuff from the shelf.
Yeah.
You're like, I'll pour your shots.
Yeah.
I'll fix stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't kill a roach for you. I'll laugh at you.
Shut up. I'm never gonna live that down.
Kill it. I don't know. You guys know.
Hey, that barefooted guy did.
So yeah, so that's online dating for me.
Cool.
And the
Sal?
chapter.
Kim.
What?
I just
Me next? Or who wants to go?
All right. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna interview on what I believe would be on your page.
My
Your
page?
your suggestions. The
Okay.
people Facebook decides to throw at you.
Oh, you can read them. I haven't responded.
No. I want to see how close I can get just by guessing.
All right, here.
All
I'll
right.
let you read this shit so you can see if he's close or not.
make a cake.
Go for
No.
it.
Give me a piece.
That's mine.
You want cake? You want cake?
Use the paper plates. That's why we bought them.
Let me get a piece of your cake.
Yeah.
Give me some of my cake
You
too,
want
please.
cake? You want cake? You want cake?
No, she can't have the cake.
You want
No,
cake?
you
Yes.
can't.
You
No,
want cake? So
you can't have
No, I don't want
no,
any
you
cake.
can't
You
have
want
cake
cake?
either. It's
No,
only
I
you and me,
do.
okay?
Just see if he's off.
Fine, ignore me.
Like, literally, I haven't talked to anyone. I don't know why I did it.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Alright, go
so
for it,
it's,
go
it's
for it.
more like the vicinity of like, all right. So okay, how many Eddie-looking guys do you get? So
Eddie
it's like-
looking?
So baseball glasses, baseball hat, glasses, beard.
I've actually matched with this guy online before, which is so weird.
So he's a serial dater like you.
No, he's a creep.
Okay, well, I didn't talk to him.
All right. Oh, better question. All right.
Alright.
So let's say we're talking, but I use Fawn's pictures as the catfish. Would you still show up?
All right, let me interject. He actually wants to do that.
So, okay.
He actually has asked me for that.
If I find out that you're catfishing, am I going to show?
Yeah. No.
Like,
Would you be disappointed? Like you get
if
pictures
you
of
get a
Fawn's,
picture of me,
Okay.
but
they're
it's Sal.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because you're not the right person.
Yeah, man.
I'd be
Yeah, but-
pissed.
You'd be mad, but I say it wasn't like a long term one. Say it's like maybe
If I
like
get a picture of
like 4
of
days.
him and
Uh-huh.
it's the body on the other end, I'm gonna be a little sad.
Yeah, it's
It's oh, that all
I
depends.
just
On,
think like if you start off with a lie, it's a no go. For me,
Yeah.
it's a no go.
Alright.
I don't even care.
Kind of
if-
hard to recover from
I
that.
don't even care if you're hotter than the picture you're using. It's a no
uh
go.
huh.
Yeah, so that's like a fuck no for me. If you start off with a lie, you're done.
See, there you go. That's good. There you go. That's a good character question.
Yeah.
All right.
So you said how many Eddie guys do I get?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Doesn't look like shit.
I'd say like
I mean, come on. There are stereotypes now, dude.
I don't know.
Like literally, I'm just a bigger Eddie. Glasses,
guess, I
hat.
I would like to think I'm my own guy, but
Nah, you're very original.
cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you and
How
like
many
Abe
6'7" people do you know?
Lincoln.
Well, no, he's dead. He's dead.
My grandpa, alright.
Grandpa.
There's some
Your
jeans in
Ronald
there.
Lincoln Law School 7 years ago. No, I don't
Those
know.
Africans never pay me back.
I kind of get a mix of people. I don't get too many black people, so sorry.
Is that better
A lot
for you,
of
though?
older dudes.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Still,
not for your
that's
little
still
boy.
like my bread and butter there. But I'm trying not to date someone that's more than like 5 or 6 years older.
Uh huh.
Again, because that didn't end well. But a lot of older dudes, a lot of the typical like,
This guy's not 24.
a lot of the typical like
Are they squares?
yeah, So pretty much what I've been with already. So
Uh-huh.
older, white, waspy, squares, educated,
Wasp.
nice jobs.
What is waspy? What's specify?
Waspy?
Uh-huh.
Wasp is a white Anglo-Saxon
Protestant.
Presbyterian.
Oh, never mind.
They're like, it's an
I
acronym.
wouldn't know.
It's an acronym, in other words, for like the elite class. That's why they call each other wasps.
The upper
I
body
only need
society.
Yes.
I only need the normal people.
Yeah, I know. So, well, you saw who I was with last. But,
What?
no, shut up. No.
You go from.
See, okay, so here's what I like to clear up.
Uh-huh.
Like, okay, so I've mentioned this to April when she's come at me.
Uh-huh.
No, I hope not. No, you don't match with people you're friends with.
Oh,
it's like
okay.
friends of friends, or they kind of do that.
Okay.
So
People you may know.
my issue with Mason,
Uh-huh.
my main issue with him, is not that I don't think that he's attractive. It's not that I don't think physically he's fine, because
Yeah.
I don't go out with like nice looking dudes, and I never will, and that's not like part of my list. My thing with Mason
She dates the ugliest.
is
to be
that
clear.
really.
Wow.
We're gonna we'll go there soon. We'll go there soon. Like,
Preemptive.
yeah, my thing with
Break the
Mason
house.
is like, dude, I want someone that's smart, and I'm not talking about book smart, like, oh, you have to have a PhD to like talk to me, but I mean someone that has some depth to him. Like, the conversations that I've tried to have with him go nowhere.
So he's
Literally.
one-dimensional.
It's like, I'll ask him like, what are your like aspirations? Like, what do you want to do besides SeaWorld? And it's like, I don't know. SeaWorld is good for now. You know? And it's like, for me, it's like, I don't know, like, I need someone with some depth. Like I said, I don't care what you look like. Obviously, if you look at my track record, my thing is, like, you have to have something upstairs. I have to have something to connect with you. Like, I cannot, like, I don't even care if you're, like, the hottest dude ever. You know, because, like, recently, someone that I used to go out with has messaged me, and they all think he's, like, super fucking handsome.
He is fucking handsome.
But there's, like, no attraction there for me because he's fucking dumb. Like, he has no depth or anything, and I'm like, I can't. Like, there's only so much I can look at you before I'm like, okay, what else? Like, what else do you have? So, for all you smart dudes
Then
out
it's
there,
like, bam, the
for
hammer.
y'all philosophers, yeah, for all my brainy people out there, y'all hit me up. I'm looking for that deep conversations. I don't care what you look like.
Oh no, you're gonna wind up with a nice guy. Stop.
A nice guy?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I'll
down.
fuck him up.
No.
Huh? Yeah, if you're.
Not in these DMs,
Yeah.
y'all.
They're gonna be intimidated by you though.
Now here comes the white knight.
If you
Bring that
educated,
meme in.
if you're a deep thinker, a philosopher, hit me
I'm
up.
not
Let's
sure
have
here.
some.
I'm a
Yeah.
If you play acoustic,
Just
guitar.
Not even that. Fuck that. Yeah. You're not a complete
Just
fucking
defending
idiot.
Mason.
He's all
High
quiet.
standards, people. High standards.
High standards. I'm literally saying I don't care what you look like.
Just if I could talk
it's
to
a
you.
character. Those are high standards. Like, those are good standards.
Not to me.
That's what I
That's pretty
mean.
normal.
A lot of people.
But yeah, if you're smart, I'll talk to you.
I agree.
And don't have a cut, and don't look fucking ghetto, because that's not gonna happen either.
No tiene.
Yeah, sorry. I'm not into the West Side connection like these two. The fucking prison gangs over here.
Why don't we start with that? No.
Fonz, let's start something else.
Okay.
Alright.
As a guy, you have to have certain things to get a girl's attention.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most basic ones is a pickup line.
Yeah.
Right.
As a girl, because you are the majority here, what do you guys do?
With the pickup line?
No, like
To
with
talk to
anything.
someone?
Just like, okay, so you're talking to someone. How do you show interest in them?
I'll be honest, I don't. I have never once approached someone. I've never once dropped a line. Everyone I've ever been with has approached me. Because I get super fucking nervous. Like, I literally can't. If I get rejected, I'll fucking die. Like, case in point, there was a hot waiter that I went to dinner with my brother. There was a hot waiter that I felt was like vibing with me. And I was like, it took all my fucking inner strength to leave my number. And I literally never heard from him again. My brother was like, he's gay. He's so gay. Like, you didn't even. And so I was scarred for that, literally till this day. And this just happened this last year. So yeah, I'm sorry, but I have no
You've been
game.
hanging around with Eddie too long.
I know, dude.
Oh.
My
It
gay
just,
card.
you got your gaydar crossed.
I mean, I'm happy I did it, but it's like, no, I'll be honest, I don't do anything. I wait for someone to talk to me, and maybe that's bad.
I'll wait till everyone answers.
What?
How do you show interest in someone if you like them?
Hey, boy. Nothing? You got nothing?
I don't think anything.
Y'all like, let me pull up the rap sheet.
Like, hey, you want to go to
Oh
Fiesta?
shit! No, I don't know. For
Clean
example,
background?
like what?
Like, are
Come
you a
on, clean
flirter?
background? He's in.
No, I don't think I am.
No.
Mm-mm. That's a no.
Do you like try to get in there as friends, maybe?
Yeah, like
Do you bring them cake?
No.
That's not even hurt. Your grandma's gonna be like, "Where's my cake?"
Oh, I know. So we ate it. It was good. No, I don't do anything because I get scared. So I don't know. That's mine.
No, I know someone over here is
get
fucking
freaked
different.
out.
So what do you do?
I just sit there
She's
and
like,
be
I grab
adorable.
them.
I grab them and I twist them.
Like I yank them.
You're a little bit more extroverted than we are if you like someone.
I can't do it.
What do you mean?
I mean,
You're a little bit more extroverted. Like if you see someone, you don't have a problem with like.
yeah, like to go up to
Communicating,
them
yeah.
and be like, hey, let's do this.
Like
this,
in other
this,
words,
this.
there's like no shame in your game. Like you're down to like flirt or play around or like just
Yeah.
say hourly.
Yeah.
Like-
all I do is show my adorableness.
I was gonna say show what? I was gonna say hey.
Vagina.
You even motion like
I
this.
know,
I was
no.
like,
Yeah, you opened
Yeah.
she was like, "Mom."
zoomed in, if you will.
And I was like,
Everything about me.
So you,
I mean, I like from afar. I'd be like, oh yeah, he's cute or whatever. Then later I'm like, oh no, hey.
Like if you caught my eye and I think you're cute and I think we could do like then yeah.
she's like, we can.
My kid became stale a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know. It just
I mean, I applaud you for it because I was like, I can't do that.
No,
Yes, yeah,
I
baby,
have
yeah.
nothing to lose.
no.
The positive affirmation.
You're literally Austin Powers. You're like, oh, behave.
He's like, oh, you're naughty.
So you want a taste of that, honey?
He's like, nah, with the whole beehive.
Yeah, you're a lot more extroverted in that
Yeah, I can
sense.
do that. I would die, like how you would say. I would just no.
Yeah, for me, I think I get way too much in my head.
I overthink it. And I'm thinking like, oh my god, what's like the like basically the consequence after it? Like, what's gonna follow?
Me, I can't even get the fucking words out. Like, I see someone, I'm like, or I'll mention it to you in hopes one of you will do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's.
Well,
But yeah, it's us. I mean, that's probably just us.
What about y'all? What's your game? What was your game with April? Like, how did you tell her that you liked her?
Nothing. I just kept talking to her like.
Bam.
So,
That's gonna be the tagline.
bam. The shmeating, or what did you say?
This meeting.
The first meeting.
There you go, the shmeating. Yeah. So, like, how did you tell April that you liked her?
I honestly just kept talking to her.
So, who told each other first that you liked each other?
I told
I
her.
always has to do it.
Yeah, no, the guy always has to do it.
Yeah.
I just said that I was interested, and then we just started like going out more, and then that's when things kind of clicked. Spend enough time with somebody, you know, it works out.
That's good.
My key opener, like I don't got a line or nothing. I try to be real funny.
So, humor's your thing.
Yes.
That makes
If the
sense.
jokes,
Do
if
you try to be, or do you just like let it flow naturally, and if it's coming back?
I mean, if the jokes don't stick, then she ain't for me.
Oh, okay.
That's
Alright.
that's very true. Yeah.
Cause like if I throw some references at you, and they whiff your head, I'm like, okay, we're not gonna like the same things.
That's
This is gonna suck.
What about you, Fonz? How'd you lay it out there?
He's like,
He's all.
Table 6 for me.
He's like, I brought the shmeat.
he's like, there's a plate already ready. Of a fork.
So I had a lot to think about growing up.
Yeah.
It's this little. What's my way in, my door opener? How can I get from point A to point B, which is
Yeah.
obviously, you know. So, the tested one, and tried and true, and it's the only one I have, is just a stupid little pickup line. Like enough to either think that I'm stupid enough that you'll, okay, he's stupid, I'll still talk to him because, you know, he's whatever. Or like, or something, I don't know. The point is for you to conversate with me. And it's How much does
This is a reenactment, guys.
Say it again, sorry.
How much does a polar bear weigh?
No.
Enough to break the ice.
Get your
Anyways, yeah, that's it.
Okay,
And it happened one time, and that's how I'm in the relationship for 5 years now.
cool.
Also,
Hey, smooth.
aside from online dating, that's kind of how I met her, but it was by proxy.
Mm-hmm.
So my friend, she had a girlfriend here in Texas,
Uh-huh.
and they were gonna go meet. So when I was at her house, they were talking. It's like, I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna bring one of my friends too, so that
Oh, okay.
I need a friend for my friend,
Yeah.
and I'm not that guy. I'm not the lay pipe one night and hit and quit it kind of guy. My mom taught me better.
Nice.
Yeah, they teach you.
so-
They teach you better.
Yeah, they taught me better.
No,
So
you don't
I was
believe
that guy, and
Yeah.
like for the first
No,
month, I was like,
no.
it's not gonna happen. So I pretended to be like, yeah, fuck, we'll just
Yeah.
get it done.
Yeah.
Because that's how she was, and I was like, no. After like the second month, and we're still talking, I was like, all right, if this is serious, I'm not that guy. Like,
Yeah.
we'll go to the movies, we'll hang out, we'll be friends, but we're not having a one night stand kind of thing. I'm not. So eventually, I started developing feelings, and then that was it. So pickup lines or just trying to get someone's attention is just probably worse for guys than it is to girls.
Because then you can come off as the creep, and you're already fucked at the beginning.
Yeah, because then like you can't like poach her off one of their friends later. 'Cause
Yeah.
They're like, oh, did you just hear what that guy said?
Weirdo.
Yeah.
And then like as a guy, well for me, I get paranoid, so I think like
Yeah.
it spreads to the rest of the bar or vicinity, and I'm like, oh great, so now it's water and hole's empty.
So here's a fair question for y'all. Do you guys think that you fit the typical like male stereotype where you have to be like physically attracted to someone? Like for you to talk to someone, do you kind of wait to see what they're like? Like if you're in a group setting or whatever, say like one of you likes Irma, like okay, yeah, she's cute or whatever, but do you wait to see like what she's like, or do you just go basically off of like what she looks like?
I think it changes. Well, for me, it changes.
Uh-huh.
Like obviously initial attraction, and then if I get to know you or I hear you, or not even if I'm interacting, but you look like a giant like bitch or a slob or something, then
Okay.
I'm like, okay, no, that's cool.
Jesus.
I'm telling. Well, that's
the
like,
truth.
inner workings of me is like,
Yeah.
oh man, like she's hot and everything or whatever. And then she's out there doing body shots off of other dudes. And I was like, okay, well, you're not for me.
Eddie's
obviously,
out.
'cause I don't want you.
Eddie's out.
He's all crying right now.
He's like,
I
ooh.
felt it.
It hurts.
What about you, Sal? Do you wait to see what they're like, or do you just kind of go in because they look cute or whatever?
I've honestly talked to girls like most of the time just because like I thought like they gave me a chance.
Oh, okay.
Like I went for my level every time.
So you're playing your odds.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like,
Smart.
That's fair.
I personally think that guys have more of the physical attraction to people first. Like their instincts are they go by the looks
Okay.
first, and then women are more of like they're more built to what they hear, and they go by more of their emotions. So if you got game and you like, you know how to talk to people and all that, I think that's how you are able to attract a lady, by what you're saying to them and saying, sweet things or whatever. So yeah, that's my thought on that. Do you agree with that?
Not entirely. I think for me, I would be way more turned off than someone that was a smooth talker. Someone that came on really like, oh, you're this, you're that. Like in the beginning, that would scare me off, honestly. Then compared to somebody that was like genuinely like asking me questions like about myself. Like I think it would be a total turn off to have some dude. Cause how can I put you? Cause like I'm super like analytical about people, especially like people that I talk to one-on-one. So I feel like if you're that much of a smooth talker, to me, it's like you've done this so many times, and it's like,
Yeah.
no, that's not appealing
Yeah.
to me.
Well, no, that's how you know as a person that like, hey, this is how this is played out, so you have that experience. But a lot of people, like, you have to be able to go through it to experience something like that for you to be like, okay, this dude's just, you know,
like hyping you up.
like, he's just like saying these nice things. He's just sweet talking me into this. And so if you don't know better, then yeah, you're gonna fall for it. I think.
I don't know. Maybe I'm different, but like I said, even like when I was inexperienced, I never was. I don't know. Maybe because I don't typically go for like the obvious choice. I never have. Like if you.
Do you want somebody more timid, or do you want somebody to come at you with like some charisma?
She wants the brains.
The dexterity points.
Exactly, like a guy that's gonna come and talk to you with confidence. It might not be the best thing to say, but hey, it's better than like.
If we're talking about confidence, Joel's got that in spades.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Like I think Joel's a cool guy, but I'm like, no, I couldn't because it's too much. It's too much in my face. It's too loud. Like I think he's nice.
This is also true.
Yeah, like it's too much for me. For some girls that love to like talk and be like loud and love attention, Joel's the right person for them. For me, no. Like I could never like be with someone like Joel. I appreciate him as a person. I think he's cool as shit. Joel, I think you're cool as shit.
He did
But-
whatever he could to be your friend.
That's true, Joel did, and you are my friend. Yeah, like I said, like I can appreciate someone, but it's like it's too much for me. In other words, like it's too much, and it's especially if it's too soon. So, no, I don't know. I guess I like someone that's not very like attention seeking.
Yeah.
Like I like someone that's just cool and chill, and like they may not talk a lot, but when they do say something, like it matters. Like it makes sense. It matters.
Damn, I had all of that until that last part.
You're dumb.
Don't worry, Fonz, you'll always have tall and dark.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Exactly, dude. I'll tell you when that.
Everyone wants
I
tall,
feel
dark,
you.
and sexy.
I feel
2 out
you
of
on
3.
like on that
Odds are
on
my
like that
favorite.
kind of stuff. Like
Although,
I
like,
mean,
that
I know
solid
in my
thing's a
sense.
deal breaker.
I mean, I don't pick the
Like these solid things are a deal
greatest.
breaker.
Yeah.
Good thing we're not in the same dating pool.
But for some reason, there's something
To
about
this
like.
day, what the fuck is
Uh-huh.
this?
God damn it! I'm trying to talk.
Yeah, your opinion's not
No,
recorded.
fuck you. Get the fuck out of me there.
All right.
No.
Run it back.
No, give me another line. Let me see if it works.
He's like, hey, four eyes.
That was the only one.
He's all like, hey, four eyes.
Yeah, that's the only one, and it worked.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hey, what up, bitch? No?
No. Emphasis on the itch.
So if you guys were single, you think you would pick someone similar to your partners, or do you think you would pick someone differently?
No. She would have to be taller.
Okay.
Not taller than me, though. 'Cause that's
Fucking
scary.
WNBA dunk on you. Like, would you pick someone totally different, or would you kind of stay in your pool, I guess, of like what you were familiar with?
I think it'd be kind of just. I'd say similar.
Similar?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like having the whole like.
Tom has a sort of a type already.
Okay.
Yeah, now I kind of set in my ways, but
Yeah.
no, when you find a good one, you know.
Equal opportunity, my way. It's just, like I said, it's a matter of how you are just without me knowing.
Mhm.
Or, no. I want to know you before I know what it is to be with you.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. So, like, friends first?
Nah,
Yeah.
you gotta build that friend, dude.
Yeah,
I swear,
It's always, I mean, it's all my relationships.
Yeah.
dude. I would try and put like the long con, like when it came to dating, like in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like a girl's friend for like a good maybe like at least 3-4 months, almost sometimes whole years.
Goddamn.
And then that's when I'd probably like spit what little get my hat at them, like, hey, here's something for Valentine's, or hey, like, do you want to go to a movie?
Yeah.
Not once did that work out for me.
What about you?
What was the question?
Because you're, not to be mean, but your taste is kind of all over the place. Like, there's not been two people, besides them being black.
I like.
She's for everyone.
I like.
So
all
you're equal
kinds.
opportunity.
Yes.
So you'll talk to Chinese, black, Mexican, white, you don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just met some.
Thank you.
Yes, as long as they
Yeah, pour
are.
around.
Would you like some?
Sure.
Like once
As
around.
long as they're
Like,
nice and they're not assholes.
Okay. So what's nice? Because that's
Yeah.
that's
'Cause
a broad word.
I like to think that I'm an asshole, but people tell me I'm nice.
You're nice.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Well,
like
I want somebody who's respectable
okay. In what way?
in the sense that
Like try and be as
It's
specific
not
as you
great, I'm
can.
not gonna lie. Like I like
That's
to
hard.
pour them over the plates. That way the plate catches all the moisture.
I will say that I like honest people. He has to be honest.
You like honest or blunt? Because people get those confused.
Well, I want him to be honest. I want him to tell me the truth about who he is, and don't lie about
So
whatever it
okay.
is.
So no liars.
I don't want liars. I don't want
Thanks.
people that cheat. I don't want people that are just wanting to.
Sorry.
They're just. I guess I'm tired. I've encountered too many of
Yeah, my hands falling
fuckboys
asleep. Uh-huh.
To where like all they want is just the benefits, but they don't want the actual commitment.
So since your favorite number to give people is a fucking 3, let's say you meet a 3 with a heart of gold.
Yeah.
Perfect guy on the inside, but he's a fucking hard 3. Are you giving him a chance?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. How would a 3 get your attention though? If like straight off the bat, 3.
Yeah.
Where would that guy like? If
What
you
would
already,
you have to do?
Yeah.
He would have to. I feel like he would have to.
He would have to work.
Yeah, like definitely have to be able to get my attention in the sense of like whatever interest, like similar interests, something that obviously our same humor.
But if okay, so say he marks all those down, would you still consider him friend zone? He's a 3.
Huh?
How okay, so you have similar interests, he's a 3, so you're not physically attracted to him. So in my eyes I think he's friend zoned at that point. So like how would you be able to, how would he get out?
Yeah, how does he get out of the friend zone?
Yeah.
Well, I think it definitely has to be somebody who is. I don't know. That's a hard question. I can't really.
This is the one that takes time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
this
I
is-
don't
yeah.
think there's.
Does he have to prove something or do something?
No, I
that
don't
you
think he has to
like,
prove
or-
anything. I just think that it would have to take me to kind of like.
He has to wait his turn.
Pretty much.
Wait till you're interested. And be like, all right. Oh, what's up, Michael? How you doing?
No, it's more
Well,
like.
thanks.
I guess I don't know. It's like just it would take time. It would take for me
To the 3s.
To the
To the 3s that we
three.
friend zone.
To the 3s all over the world.
To the 3s.
The fallen
This
one.
is all for you. In remembrance, we
Sorry.
remember you.
To my fallen comrades.
The ones who are still friend zoned.
You know, I have given the 3s a chance, but they all end up being assholes too. So I don't,
I don't
think
dip
it
below a
matters.
6.
Huh?
I don't dip below a 6. Because I think I'm a 5. I don't date my same hole. I only gotta go up.
I like to be a big fish in a big pool. Not the little one.
Like I'm that big fish in the pond. It's good.
Yeah.
It's all about odds. Like it really is. Like you have to figure it out.
Do you think he would have to be persistent? Like would he constantly be having to
No.
like?
If
No?
he's too persistent, then I'm gonna be like, I need my
Thanks,
space.
friend.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
I don't think there's getting out of the friend zone early on.
Yeah.
I think
You just
girly
gotta-
right
Either
now-
side. Like as a girl, I don't think if I friend zoned you, I don't think
There's no hope.
there's no, not in my case.
You take your time. You gotta ask. You gotta ask her.
Like coworker wise too. Like I've had hot coworkers at the gas station because they're a bunch of hoochies, and I'm like, okay, but you're my coworker. There's no,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be losing my job for you.
Yeah.
And now they leave, and I'm like, well, don't feel anything for you then. I'm not gonna start now.
Cheese. It's funny.
They are. Hood rat, hoochie.
Yeah.
So there's no hope getting out of the friend zone of your 3.
No,
No.
no.
So you want
Hmm.
someone that's physically attractive, then that's something that. Let's say if you had a list. Of,
That I'm attracted to.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not, oh, he has to look a certain way. No, like that I find attractive. If I find him attractive,
But like, let's
And
say
he-
you get 5 bullet points, and those are the ones that are gonna be in concrete for the rest of your fucking
oh
life.
yeah,
So attraction has to be on one of them.
no,
But you just said if you
no,
you don't,
I know, but I'm saying like, that's just, I guess like it's part of that.
It's like an
That,
incentive
that's like
for
a
you.
plus.
Uh-huh.
It's a plus
Use the
for
pop
it,
socket.
but deep, like, you know, when it comes down to like, okay, this is what I really want, like attraction obviously has to be there. I feel like it's already something that happens, you know, but it's not like the main thing for me,
Well,
if that makes any sense.
well, in my case, I don't think I've ever, besides Michael, I don't think I've ever gone out with someone that was like handsome before.
Me neither.
So it's
Mine are
like-
trash.
I don't think, like for instance, the last one that I
They're
was
not
with,
even in it.
I didn't think he was nice looking. I didn't think he was
Like,
ugly.
I got-
think he was alright. But as
Here,
I was,
that's where I can see it.
But like, I didn't think he was like ugly, but I didn't think he was nice looking. But I'm gonna go you. But the longer I spent with him, like the more he changed to me. So to me, at the highest point of our relationship, I thought he was like a beautiful person. You know what I mean? So it's like to everybody else, everybody like was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But to me, it's like, I thought he was alright. I thought he was average when I met him. I wasn't like, "Oh shit, let's fuck," but I also wasn't like, "Ew, get away, burn it with fire," you know?
Yeah.
But it's like, I think as I spent more time with him, like I started, like I don't know, like it, like the way he looked to me just like rearranged itself, and to me, I thought he was like very attractive.
Yeah.
So it's like,
You start to find things you like about a person, and it just makes it better.
yeah, like to me, it's like there was like a no loss to it. Like, was I physically attracted to him when I first saw him? No, I wasn't. I thought he was like, oh, he's okay, he's alright, you know. But it's like, you know,
Yeah.
like, but for me, attraction is not something that's on the list.
Yeah,
I think it how to put it, it ebbs and flows. Like it depends.
I agree with Sal says about the whole like you find things that you know that you like about the individual, and I think that's where like you know that's where your attraction goes to, not like physically.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Stuff
check
like
this
that,
out. Check
yeah.
this out. So, why am I attracted to bad bitch April, but I'm gonna wind up with Secretary Munoz?
Okay.
You know?
Those are parts of her.
Exactly. Like how you get drawn in like super hard in the beginning, and then see what you wind up with.
Well, I mean, I was.
That first impression was like completely different.
Yeah.
It's nice though. I mean.
But doesn't the fact that that those are two different sides to her, so she can turn that on whenever she wants, isn't that exciting?
That's great.
Yeah. Like, she doesn't have to be bad bitch April 100% of the time, because I think you would get tired of bad bitch April after a while. So sometimes she's sleepy time or drinky time when yours. And that's cool too.
I want to see bad bitch April.
Or weed head.
Weed head, I'm
Or
sorry.
weed head Munoz. But I mean, I think that's cool. I mean, I wouldn't want to be with someone that's just 100% one person all the time.
Yeah.
Like, there's no excitement in that. It's like, well, I already fucking know what you're gonna say, what you're gonna do.
There's that deepness that you want.
Yeah, man. But I don't know. I just can't end up with somebody stupid. And I mean, I guess I don't mean like book smart. I just mean like I don't want to have my life when I'm 50 sitting in front of a TV with some idiot and there's like no connection. There's nothing. There's just like, hey,
Or you ask like why.
what's up? No. You know what I mean? Like I want someone that's gonna like know me.
Sorry.
Like to me, that's number one on my list. It's like, you know, you have to have something inside you. You can't just be an on the surface person.
Yeah.
And I think most people are on the surface.
Mine is have big dick energy. Don't be a liar. What else?
So, big dick energy is number 1, and don't be a liar is number 2. So if he's got that, like,
Don't lie about
That's
your
why
big dick
shit
energy.
happens to you. Don't lie about your big dick energy.
well,
About your big dick energy.
what if that's like all he has, and he's just like,
This is what the 3 has.
This is a 3, yeah.
Big dick energy.
Big dick energy.
Yeah.
And do you feel it like that when you first like, oh, he's a 3, and then you're like, oh,
but
he has
oh
big-
man,
And then
he's
you-
3
and
inches
you
wide
feel
though.
Yeah. But I could just put it back over his face.
And then here comes the Schmeateor.
The Schmeateor shower.
No, I think it has to be somebody who is family oriented, that is funny, that is honest. Like what goes with not being a liar. Because I feel like I met a lot of people that lie. I hate people that lie.
Oh, they must hate me. I love to lie.
Habitual?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
For no reason whatsoever, yeah.
How about white lies? How do you feel about those?
Oh, the better. Yeah.
And I'm still trying to figure out the other two.
So what were your top 3 again? Or
Top
we're
three.
looking all 3, I'm sorry.
Big dick energy.
And then E for the other 2.
Big.
Capital B-I-G, bitch.
And then D. Energy.
I want to be confident. I want him to be able to take over. And,
Okay.
What if he
be a
has
man.
big dick energy, but he's just like, yeah.
He doesn't know how to use it.
See, the energy comes from within.
Wait, what? Wait.
Within you or within him?
Within him.
Or like combined together, y'all create.
Nah, good pussy drying out of you, cuz.
That's a fair question. What if you get everything you ever wanted, but this dude is just trash in bed?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's never gonna get better because he.
Do you feel like you can
I-
guide
I-
him? Or...
You too, Sal?
I feel like, it's okay. Because you can work at it.
But what if, in other words,
What if,
that's it?
what if
That's
like,
the best he's gonna do for the rest
he
of his
had,
life?
like, the first night was like, oh, you had to tell all your friends.
Yeah.
But every time you have, it's just worse and worse and
You mean
noticeably.
sexually?
Yeah.
Oh.
But he's still the same person you fell in love with. But sexually,
there's
everything's
something
just
wrong
worse
that
and
you
worse
should
and worse.
Figure out,
In who?
in the relationship, in him, physically also, like, is there something going on?
This is when you change positions.
See, that's where I don't
Or
like
she
that.
takes an
That's
reliable.
like,
She's a light star.
No,
flicker.
dude. She did that on Buck. She's like,
my power goes out.
Compressor.
she runs that low boy. She runs that extension.
That's enough. Oh God.
She runs that extension cord, man.
I do not. Y'all don't know nothing about this.
Do you
Okay,
flick the bean or do you not? It's a yes or no
Okay,
question.
no, okay. Everybody
And
raise
if
your
you
hand.
need
if
marital
do.
aids, I do actually sell some. Well, my girlfriend does, but I can get some discounts.
No,
The
still
fucking
young.
school.
Still works.
You want something that looks like the chest brusher from Aliens? They got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking
Bet.
Mr.
What did you
DJ.
say? Raise
and
your
it's
hands of what?
fucking-
I don't remember. Oh, I don't know.
It wasn't along the lines of masturbation.
Yeah.
So
I think so. I think it was that. Yeah.
Everyone
Do you flick
masturbates.
bean?
Everybody does.
Of course.
Raise your goddamn hand.
You're so lie. You know you fucking
Think
did.
it's the pee.
The Goldschlager. You're gonna pee the Goldschlager. You're gonna start sifting it. Those little things of gold.
I need you guys to pee in a cup.
She's like, pee in the filter.